Hello friends, welcome to Amit Things. In this video, we will see how we can download and install Android Studio to create Android app. We will also create a demo app in it. We will see how we can install Java JDK 13 on Windows 10. So Java JDK 13 released on September 17, 2019. So it's a new release and you should know how to install it easily on Windows 10. For that, first we will go to oracle.com. Therein we will download, then we will install JDK, or I should say Java JDK on Windows 10. After that, we will set environment variables, which is a key part. And at the end, we will just verify the installation. So to know that we have successfully installed it or not. So let's begin with the first part. Go to oracle.com. Go to oracle.com. Type Java JDK 13. Press enter. Click on downloads here. Now you can see the Java SC Development Kit 13 downloads is visible. Go to the bottom and click on accept license agreement. After that, after accepting, you can see versions for Linux, Mac and Windows are available. Okay, so for Windows you need to go for 64-bit because Java JDK 13 will install on 64-bit Windows only for Windows operating system. If you don't know that your system is 64-bit or 32-bit, you can go to start and check from there itself. Let's check. Go to start, write about, press enter. On writing about, the system info would be visible, and here you can see 64-bit operating system is written here, which means that it is a 64-bit operating system. There is another way. You can go to start and type system. On typing system, press enter, and the system information is visible. Within that, you can see the system type here is 64-bit. x64 is 64-bit. So we have checked successfully. Now we will click on exe to download JDK 13. Click on it to download. Now you can see the downloading has started on the left and it will download perhaps 160 MB. So let's wait for it. We wait for the download. Now you can see we have successfully downloaded Java JDK 13. Now go to the folder. Here you can see JDK 13 is visible. Double click on it to install. Now the dialog box is visible to download. To install perhaps Java JDK 13, click on next. Here the path would be C programs files Java JDK 13. The same will get installed here, or you can also check with that, you can check that it will require 420 MB on your hard drive. So you should have that much space. Here if you want to change the path, you can change it from here. Now click on next. Now the installation begins. Now we have successfully installed JDK 13, as you can see here, 64-bit. Now click on close. Now we can go to start and check under CMD that whether we have installed it or not. It won't show anything because right now we haven't set the path. So now let's set the path first. As you can see the steps here. Oracle.com, we went to oracle.com, we downloaded and installed JDK 13. Now we'll set environment variables. For that, go to start and type environment variables. The easiest way. Now edit the system environment variables. Yes, click on it. Now you need to click on environment variables. After clicking below, you can see the path is visible under system variables. Double click on it, but before that you need to set the path here. So let us get the path. Now we'll go to the path where we have installed JDK. It was in C drive, if you remember, program files, Java, and with that Java JDK 13. Under that, go to bin and copy the path. Now go to the environment variables, double click on path under system variables and go to new. Going to new, paste, Control V. Now the path we have set successfully for JDK 13. Click on OK. Now click on OK again, and then the last OK would set our environment variables for us. Now we will go to start and type CMD to check whether we have successfully installed Java or not, JDK. Now right click and open it under run as administrator. Now under system32 or CMD, now type java-version to check whether we have successfully installed JDK 13 or not, and press enter. On pressing enter, if you can see Java version 13 and the date when it released, that means we have successfully installed Java JDK 13 on our Windows 10 operating system. Here first go to Google, type Android Studio. Here you can see the link is visible. On the right you can see that Android Studio is an integrated development environment by Google. It is built on JetBrains and the current release is 4.1 preview release. It supports Windows, Mac, Linux, Chrome OS. License is freeware. Size you can see here, developed by Google and JetBrains, and it is written in Java, Kotlin, and C++. So at first we will go to the developer.android.com official website. This is the official website for Android, and we will download it from here. Click on it. On clicking now, you can see it has automatically detected that we are on Windows. Version is 4.0 for Windows 64-bit, and the size is 871 MB. On clicking, there is an agreement, read it and select it. On selecting, the exe file is visible. Click on download to download. Now the download will begin. Here you can see on the left, the exe file has begun. So it will take some time. Now we have downloaded it. Double click on it. On double clicking, the setup will load. Now you can see welcome to Android Studio setup. Here the setup will guide you through the installation. You need to click on next to continue. Now on clicking next, you can see you need to choose the components. So here you can see the space required is 2.6 GB. So you need to just select it, or it has been by default selected. So keep it as it is and click on next. Now you can see it will ask for the location. So the location specified must have at least 500 MB of free space. So hope you are having it. So it will get installed under C program files, Android Studio folder will get created. You need to click on next. If you want to change it, you can click on browse and install it at another location from here, but I'll keep it as the default and click on next. On clicking next, you can see you can choose the start menu folder, and if you don't want to create a shortcut, you can select this option and it won't create a shortcut. So I'll keep the default and I'll click on install. Now you can see the extraction has begun and the installation has also started. Here are the details. So it has been completed. Now click on next. Installation is complete as you can see above. On clicking next, you can see you can straight away start Android Studio from here. As it is by default selected, so it will open on clicking finish. Now you can see the Android Studio will load. At first it is asking that do you want to import Android setting from the previous installation. We don't have any previous installation. It is a default setting it is asking. No, we don't want to import setting. We will keep the default. That is this option and click on OK. Now you can see the Android Studio will open. Now it has begun. Here you can see you need to click on next. On clicking next, do you want a standard install or custom? So we want a custom installation. Let's click on custom. We will click custom and click next. Here you can see it is asking for the JDK version. We have JDK 13 installed on our system. So we need to locate it from here. So now we'll click on the three dots. Click on it. Here you can see go to the Java folder under program files. We install Java in that. You can see Java 13. Go for Java 13. Select the folder. Click OK. That's it. That's it. Now click on next. We have set the JDK part in it. Select the theme. The new theme is the black one, dark theme. We will select it and click on next. So here you can see you need to select the components for setup for installation. So here you can see the default one is set. Here it will install the HXM. HXM is the Intel Hardware Accelerated Execution Manager, which is an hardware assistant virtualization engine which you need to install Android Studio. Here it will also install the SDK 310 MB. So you just need to click on next. Here you can check the Android SDK location, keep it a default. The total download size would be 429 MB. Now click on next. Now you to select the emulator settings. So for emulator setting, emulator would be a virtual device wherein you can run your app, test your app. We will see it later. Here you need to select the RAM for it. So if you'll keep it more, that would be great for your emulator. It will run faster. We will set it. Just drag it. After dragging, click on next. We click next. Here you can check that what all will get installed. SDK build tools, SDK platform, SDK tools, HXM as we saw before, the patch, emulator, everything will get installed. You just need to click on finish here. Here you can see the downloading of components has begun. Here you can see the details. It will take some time. Here you can see the download is completed. Now you're welcome to Android Studio. Everything is complete. Now click on start a new Android project from here. Here you can see you just need to click on it. Here you can see the project template. You need to select it. Above you can see the templates are visible for phone and tablet, Wear OS, that is your Android watch, TV, Android TV, automotive, Android Auto, and the Android things. So you need to select any of them. For simplicity, for the initial purpose, you will only select for phone and tablet and the empty activity. Here you can see. Select it and click on next. On clicking next, you need to set the name of the app, your project. I'll set it as Amit application. The package name, you can set the name of the website. I'll set the name of the website. You can set the package name as it is. In the same way you do it for Java. Location, keep it as it is. Language, I'll select Java and just click on finish now. Here you need to also see for the minimum SDK, keep it the default, and you can also see that your app will run on approximately 99.8% of devices. So keep the minimum SDK as it is, that is at API 16. It is Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. Now click on finish. Now our Android Studio project will begin. Here you can see it is loading. Now you can see the project is visible. Here are the project files for a default app which we created. You can see the package name. We set the same. The name of the project we have set Amit application. The same is visible here. Main activity Java is where your actual code is of the app, and activity underscore main.xml file. Always remember XML file in an Android project is for GUI, that is your graphics. Here you can see the processes were running. Now the background processes are running task for a new project. Now here you can see we need to create an AVD Android virtual device to run our project. For that, go to tools and click on AVD manager. On clicking, now you can see a new UI visible. You need to click on create virtual device here so that you can easily check or test your apps. Create an app, you can test it easily by running again and again. So this is like a virtual device. After clicking create virtual device, you need to select device definition. Here you can see name is visible. You can see the device here as well as the resolution and the size of the screen. You can also check the density here. After that you need to click on next. So let's see which one we will select. We have selected pixel 2 and now we'll click on next. The size is 5-inch. On clicking next, you need to select the system image and download it. This is because you are creating a new virtual device, Android virtual device. So here you can see on the left release name and API level is visible. Select accordingly. So we'll be downloading for Q, that is API level 29. Here read the license agreement, accept it and click on next. On clicking next, the component installation has begun. You need to wait for some seconds. The package is installing. Now you can see the installation is complete. All the components have been installed. Now I will click on finish. Here you can see we have downloaded. Now click on next. On clicking next, it is asking for the AVD name. If you want, you can change it. Rest every other option is visible. That is startup orientation. It will be visible as portrait or AVD by default. With that, you can check the density also, the resolution also. Under advanced setting, you can see we have clicked on advanced setting. You can see the storage is visible. The internal storage by default would be 2 GB, that is 2048 MB. Now you need to click on finish to finish the process. Now you can see our virtual device is visible. If you remember, the name was Pixel 2, API was 29, resolution was the same. Now you need to click on this icon, play icon to run it. I'll click on it. Here you can see it will launch now. Here virtual device is visible here, AVD. Now click on run to run the app. Go to run menu and click on run. Now click on app. If you clicked on run app above, you wouldn't have need to do this. We'll click on app here. Build is running because you have run the app. Here the Pixel device, if you remember, device was Pixel, it is starting. Cradle build finished, you can see. Now you can see there is no error. Here you can see it is launching the app, the default Amit application app. Amit application is visible. It's the title of the app. Hello World is visible. So we have created our first demo app. Now let's see the XML file. Here you can see hello world is visible here. So this was the GUI. I told you the graphics. If you want to create a button, just drag it. If you want to create a scroll view, text view, just drag it here and do the settings. That's it. So in this video, we saw how we can easily download and install Android Studio. We downloaded Android Studio for Windows 10. We also installed the packages, SDKs, AVD. We selected Pixel 2 as our AVD. You can select any of the options which will visible there. After that, we also saw how we can create a new Android app. We created a new Android project and we ran our first app also under Android virtual device. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you liked it. For more such videos and videos on programming, subscribe to Amit Things YouTube channel.